Thursday. Well, we've made it safely as far as Blois. Navigating Paris at night when there are main roads closed wasn't the easiest, but we managed it and got to our hotel at 12:20 French time. We've had breakfast and are now all ready for the day. It's been an interesting day. We made it to the church building soon after 10 a.m. this morning to find out what we would be doing. Task number 1 was to put the mobile scaffold tower together. Easier said than done, but it got Team Ebby into the mood for work. We got a good system going for cutting the sheets into the required lengths. 2 teams of 3 got to work pasting and papering the foyer. The rest of us were on painting and sanding down duties in the main room. I think some people got more paint on themselves than the walls, despite the protective wear used. After lunch it was straight back into the papering and painting, and the papering meant finishing the walls in the foyer and starting on the ceiling. Interesting. It must be admitted the day couldn't pass without at least one paste fight breaking out, but I doubt it will be repeated. It resulted in very stiff hair and clothing, which wasn't very pleasant. Oh well, you live and learn. We finished about 5:30 and did a bit of a tidy up. We had a short time of prayer together as a group before heading in different directions. Friday. All 11 of us are pleased to say we had some very good sleep last night, and very much needed it was too, after all that work and the arrival late the night before. Our task for the day was to continue with the papering. It took a fair bit of working out how to do the ceiling, as it was much bigger lengths than they'd been used to from yesterday. There was lots of singing and whistling to go along with the work, and you could tell when things were going well as the volume increased, or when there was something tricky to be worked on when it went quiet. There was at one point the suggestion that a Men United choir should be formed. They should wear robes and enter the X Factor. I kid you not, this was a suggestion from the guys in the group. We stopped for some lunch at, lunchtime. After food, everyone was keen to get back to work. We had a really good incentive to see how far we could get. The church have been unable to book their normal room for Sunday service, and were only offered a much smaller one a bit out of town. So the decision has been made to use the church building for the first time this week. Only a one-off, but very exciting, so we'd all love to get as far along as possible. Saturday. Well, we all got to the church soon after 10 o'clock again, and after we'd spent some time in prayer we hit the ground running. By lunchtime the foyer was complete and ready for clearing. We'd done as far as we could with the papering due to finishing off the rolls of all the wallpaper and completing the ceilings. Hooray! Definitely making progress. Lunch was good. Once we were refuelled, the plan of attack was to start cleaning the floor in the foyer and continue painting as far as we could, the limiting factor being that the paper had only just been hung and needed time to dry. There was still some fun going on, much singing during the day, and things like racing along on the floor cloths. We're all trying to get clean before heading out with our hosts for a meal tonight.